We're in. What's up, y'all? Happy Monday! Hey, welcome to the Good Life. What? I like how we sing that.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Happy Monday. We are here with Quench Natural.
Quenchers and beautiful people.
This is our first episode of LSN, Local Shopping Network. So we are highlighting all of our amazing local businesses, and we're really excited to kick it off with these super inspired.
Yeah, 100% local, handmade, all natural, toxin-free, plant-based skincare. We're going to get in depth, learn about what they're using, why they're using it, and how it works on our skin. So welcome to the Good Life, Local Shopping Network. Episode 1, LSN's in the house, y'all! Woo!
Thank you so much for inviting Quench Natural and Taylor and myself, Gina, to be here today.
Heck yeah.
We're really excited, and I think we're going to show everyone by actually doing some of using our Q24, our face care line, here on beautiful Lanita.
Let's play with some facial stuff. Let's do it. All right.
Yes. Cool. So, Alana, I'm going to just talk a little bit about what we're going to start with, and this is a regimen that you can do at home. What we do is, first of all, we're going to figure out what is your skin type. So, young, beautiful, what type of skin?
So is there like normal?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty normal. I'm
Absolutely.
not really oily. I don't get dry, especially if I eat well and I drink a lot of water and juicing. So I feel like a lot of my skin comes from the inside out. So it's pretty normal. I've had a very minimal skin regimen most of my life. But I do find patches of dryness every once in a while, especially during these seasons. So yeah.
Okay.
I told you to go forward.
Yes, sorry. So yeah, where I was, you guys, hi, I'm back here, where I belong. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a mask. This mask, we're gonna choose Attain Clarity, which for skin that is younger, that might have breakouts every now and again. The beautiful thing about the Quench Natural masks and what Lanita said is going natural and making sure that you have products that are identifying your needs but always hydrating, especially where we live here in the desert. It's dry. I also love what you said, Lanita, about eating a good diet and drinking lots of water. That's very important, and that's something that everyone wants to do. But as we age and deal with our environment, we do have to protect and take care of it. So we're going to start off with these powders, and this up we go. Look at that. We have Maintain Youth. This is the one that I really wanted to use. I thought I was limited, but guess what, people? There are no limitations.
Welcome to the Good Life.
Yes, absolutely. So we have Maintain Youth. Maintain Youth is a wonderful, a little bit more gentler masks, and what we have, we take all kinds of botanical powders and we blend them together, and this is in a powder form. So we're going to open this, and Alana, do you want to go ahead?
Yes.
And mix
So
this?
the big difference between the two is that our Attain Clarity has a bentonite clay base with different herbs, and it's toxin pulling, whereas the Maintain Youth has a kaolin based clay, and it is gently exfoliating and hydrating. So what you're going to do, our kit, you're going to get this cute little bowl. Isn't this the adorable thing? I absolutely love it. It's one of the first things that we got that actually had our logo on it. So
and it's bamboo, again, friendly to the environment. Mm-hmm. We always want to take care of Mother Earth first.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is what we're putting in our bodies around it, but how we're leaving it. So anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 scoops
of your powder.
The cute little wood spoon comes too, right?
And
yes, it does.
You get this adorable spoon, and you know what? When you're done, you could do anything with these little guys. You can reuse them time and time again. Today, what I want to talk about is how you can mix different things from your pantry in with this stuff. So we have our mix-ins that come with them. We typically partner hydrating honey. And this is one of the few items that we have that is non-vegan because it does have honey, but it's locally sourced honey from a very small farm. They take really good care of their bees. They don't do any of that nasty thing and they don't overwork them. So, you know, I feel good about this. And we use this too to let people know about how important bees are to our ecology. And then we're gonna mix it with our hydrating honey, which also has hibiscus and honey and different things.
And that's honey from Sing Farms, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Shouting out Sing
And let me just say this, Sing Farms has been such an amazing supporter of Quench Naturel from the beginning. We are so incredibly thankful for them. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, and you know what, one thing that Gina just brought up, I'm gonna mix some of the avocado, which is gonna give you avocado oils. It's gonna, oh gosh, there's a lot of really great things within avocado that's wonderful for your face.
All the oil, all the
Omegas and
fats.
that sort of thing in the fats. But anyways, I'm gonna mix a bit of this avocado in here. And as Gina pointed out, this is kind of an older avocado. Might not want to necessarily eat it, but in terms of the oils, in terms of all the effectiveness, it's great. You can put it into your mask so there's no waste in your house. Then I'm gonna take a little of the honey.
So before we move on from avocado, have you ladies heard that avocado fats are really similar to mother's? It's a really good first food because the fats are very similar to mother's milk.
Yes.
Moms, avocados are a great first food for your children.
Great.
The next thing-
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next thing that I'm gonna add in here, whoa, is some local honey. So in this particular case, we don't have any Sing honey, but we're going back there. Sun Valley Bees, which is another vendor here. And what I'm doing is I'm mixing this up.
Here, let's get you a little
We're
bit.
gonna need-
So
we're
you-
gonna need
so
some
because it's a
hydration in
powder,
here.
you always want to be very careful when you're blending this and when you open your packet because you don't want it to fly all over. And you can be generous with the liquid. You don't want your mask to be too thick. It's not like back in the day we used to pack that mud on.
Y'all
and then you
remember
put-
those same
and then-
knives?
And then you would do your
Not
mask
the-
and
not the
everybody would
malt
get to the
liquor.
point where they couldn't see because the mask would be so tight. Ours is not like that. Some of the great ingredients I wanted to mention, Alana mentioned the kaolin clay, which is the gentlest of all the clays. That is the base. And then we use moringa, rosehip, ashwagandha, slippery elm, marshmallow, dandelion root, cocoa, kelp, cinnamon, tail, chamomile, green tea. These are all these wonderful herbs that are in
So
there,
let
and
me-
Alana's showing you the consistency.
Yeah,
now.
so when you're done, you're gonna wanna come up, wait, where are we? You're gonna wanna come up with a consistency that's kinda like this. It's goopy.
Like
It's
thick
kind of thick,
Yeah.
but it's definitely thin enough that when you go to apply it on your skin, it's not gonna run off, it's not gonna be chunky. So this is it. So you've got your honey, your avocado, your maintain youth, your hydrating honey,
And let's
extract.
slap this on now. Well, we're not gonna slap it on, we're gonna do this gentle. We
All that
took
was
the
dry
dry,
ingredients.
that was the dried powders. You put 2 spoonfuls to recap.
Of all those herbs?
Of all those herbs are already pre-blended for you. So we do the hard work. Then all you do is have fun. So you get to mix it in this little bowl. Alana did a beautiful job. And now we're going to apply this. All right, so you could use a brush if you like, but we're just gonna use our hands.
And one of the big things that I like to tell people is apply with a little bit of pressure, because what you're doing is prepping your skin to receive the benefits of all those herbs that Gina told you about. You're applying it in circular motions, you're doing an initial exfoliation, and then you are prepping your skin to better receive the benefits. With that gentle exfoliation, taking that dead layer off your face, then your skin is ready.
Anita, do you feel the gentle exfoliation with the powders on your skin?
Yes, so right away, just the cooling sensation was really nice. And now it's a very light tingle. It's not anything too strong like you were saying, old masks, some really astringent masks, none of that. Very light, I can already tell my skin is being nourished. It just feels amazing on. Right away too.
And one of the really cool things about our mask is you compare it with different things. Today we did avocado, and honey. You can do banana and oatmeal. You can do yogurt. You want to use like a non-sugary, a plain yogurt with that. Those are gonna, the lactic acid in the yogurt will give you a gentle exfoliation and hydration. There's all sorts of things that you can do. And one of the is, if you're really looking for something that's like better than Botox, will remove any wrinkles pretty darn quickly, the injection, use some aloe vera juice. That will make your face feel pulsating. I would tell you to do it at night. Your face will be red initially, but in the morning you are completely plumped out, smooth, and you didn't have to get any needles injected into you. And no toxic chemicals.
I also want to make mention, what we're doing here is community, just sharing this. This is a great activity if you're having a bachelorette. Let's say ladies' lunch.
Maybe you just want some wine and
Exactly.
Yes.
If you're doing anything like that, you can have Quench come in your house, do these masks. We can have fun with it. We can even add a little bubbly to it, a little bit of champagne, and get that effervescence.
So like a facial event party with
Exactly.
Ooh, I'd like to use champagne like that.
Yes, so we can come into your home and do that, and if you don't live close to us here in the valley, we can even do this virtually, obviously, because here we are in front of you right now. So, Lanita, I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and in the let's talk about some of our other Q24. Did you have a question?
I do. So I want to revisit these bowls because
Okay.
we briefly talked about the bentonite clay.
Mm-hmm.
And the bentonite clay mask is going to leach toxins, correct?
Yeah.
So what would be
Absolutely.
the benefit of a bowl like this when you're mixing
Yes.
with bentonite clay?
That is a great question. So, bamboo, we're using an all natural fiber as opposed to using plastic. Sometimes you get glass that might even still have lead in it. The nice thing about the bamboo is that these are all natural and they are going to leach nothing. And you know, the only thing you don't want to do afterwards, you don't want to put these in your dishwasher. Bamboo and
Because it will
dishwashers.
absorb the chemicals from
Bamboo
the
and
detergent.
dishwashers don't like each other. The nice thing, you just rinse this out. And if you do it immediately, you don't even need to use soap.
I
Yeah.
have one that sits in my bathroom. I don't need to, like,
Where-
really just.
Because you're not supposed to be using
Correct.
other like non-wood stuff with bentonite clay. So they're literally giving you the exact perfect material to make, vessel to make your mask. And let me tell y'all, what's it called? Forever Young? I'm feeling Forever Young, y'all. What? I'm feeling like
Forever 21.
Woo!
Forever, yeah, we're all Forever
And
21.
I like
The
your
one thing
market.
too is you're looking at this, see how we kind of hit on it. This mask is when it's thin like that, it allows for there to be better exfoliation and these toxins that are going to come out to more easily be pulled from your skin. So it's really a great way to do things. Not to mention, you save money because you're not overusing. We tell people this little jar, if you're not getting at least 10 masks out of this,
Yes.
then you're overusing.
Yes.
Use it less. We want you to have as much use out of our products as possible for it to be most cost effective as possible. So definitely don't overuse, save your money, and look beautiful.
And if there's 2 of you in your household too, or even with your kids, if you want to have fun with the mask, there was from Florida.
Aww.
She is almost 90, and let me tell you, I came to her house. I found her not quite the way that I had wanted to, but we cleaned her up, and after getting her all bathed and looking beautiful, I put some of our Q24. I put the daytime defense on my mother, and it was amazing. Check out our website because I'm gonna have Alana post a picture of my mother before and after. We used some Q24, and it was absolutely amazing. It made me feel really good, and it made her feel really good too.
I haven't even seen these guys. I'm excited to see it. I
Yeah,
will tell you,
yeah.
one thing that I love about our products, the Q24, we got women in their 20s using this, and we have women all the way into, well, Loretta's nearly 90. And it works for everybody. And here's what I tell people. The reason it works for everybody is because when you're using just natural ingredients, you're using pure ingredients, purity works for everybody. We all crave, our bodies all crave pure ingredients, and that's what we really try to do, and we've been about formulating from the beginning, is remove those toxins. And when you remove something, you always have to put something back in. Is it quality? Right now I've gone for the most part vegetarian, and we have all these meat things, or meat alternatives. But a lot of those meat alternatives are crap. So yeah, they've taken out the meat, but they put all these crappy fillers. That's the same thing with your skincare.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's vegan, if
Paraben,
it's full of a bunch
or when
of
it says
junk.
paraben free or cruelty free, but then they have other toxins that are in them, like their preservatives. Talk about preservatives. At Quench, what do we do? What do we spend so much time researching?
We go out of our way to use little to no preservatives, and the preservatives that we do use are made from
Plants.
radishes, are made from elderberries, are made from the bark of an aspen tree.
Which is where aspirin comes from. And what does aspirin do? It attacks inflammation. So it's great in our Q24.
So it has dual
For your
purpose, and that's
face,
what happens.
No inflammation.
So natural
calming,
things have dual
antioxidant.
purposes. That's how they were created. Hello, people.
Yes.
They were put here for a reason.
Can you use this mask like on other parts of your body? Can I do like a hand mask?
Oh,
a foot?
totally. You can do it on your
Absolutely,
back.
absolutely.
You can do it on your chest.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Any
You go
place where
crazy.
you want to pull toxins, you can
want a little
apply
mask?
this mask. And it's totally safe, kiddos.
Do you want some? You come over
We
here.
have
You
a
know,
little
I
bit
got a
left.
little bit
Yes,
left.
why
Whoever's
not?
face is first.
Come on over.
Naya, are you going to? Come on, this
Yes.
way, this way.
Come this way.
All right, I asked Naya first, so
Yes.
just a little bit.
It
does. So I
smells
want
like
to make
food.
a comment on that. So smelling the dried herbs, I smell like food. It smells like a dish on my face, and I really know plants. Plants heal. And the amount of plants, the different plants you guys have in this dried blend is mind-blowing to me. I can't even believe it. And I can smell the concoction of food on my face. It smells so delicious.
Nice, nice. So we're gonna put some on
Naya.
Naya's face, and then Lenita, I think we're probably ready for you to go do it.
Right?
And then
Okay.
I'm gonna just quickly talk about what the next steps we're gonna do, and then have Anna continue to comment. We are then gonna follow, after she washes her face, we're going to use some botanical toner, and we'll talk more about what's in it when we get there. Followed by, and we call that refresh. You're gonna refresh your face.
My
And
favorite.
and then we're gonna restore, which is with as well as even a little bit of protection naturally from the sun and other environmental actives that are out there. and then for the nighttime to rejuvenate, because when we sleep, that's when our skin has an opportunity to regrow without all of the free radicals going on. So you want to make sure that what you're putting on your face at night is really absorbing into your skin. And when you wake up, you should look different. You should look like your skin has really, really.
Well, the same way that you got some sleep and replenished, your skin needs to replenish, and that's the whole thing.
And you want to wake up and you want it to be glowing. So, Alana, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
All right, so it feels amazing. I feel fresh. It was not hard to wash off. So a lot of the clay masks, you have to like really just keep washing, it rinsed off really quickly. And it's the ashwagandha, that's what I feel smells. So you guys put a lot of ashwagandha in there. That's super anti-inflammatory. That's like one of the super plants of the earth, ashwagandha root, and I can smell that. So you guys have a good concentration in there of that.
Wonderful.
And you know what? You hit on something that we really are about. We're about using amounts of ingredients that are going to have therapeutic properties, therapeutic results. So often you'll pick up a package of something and it'll say, I've got ashwagandha or hyaluronic or whatever the ingredient is they want to sell you. And when you look at it, you go down the ingredients and you realize like how much of this is actually that stuff. Like right now we are in the process of working with a CBD producer, and the first thing I said to him is, I don't want to make a product that is only halfway works, that people go, I'm not sure. No, everything we do is designed to work because we use enough of the ingredients. We do not formulate with the cost in mind, we formulate with what is the result that we would want from an ultimate product, and that's how we get there. We don't skip, basically. So,
and you don't skip on vitamin E either, because
no,
I want to make sure before we leave today that you talk about the recent vitamin E scare and how Kush Naturel is investing extra money to not be part of it.
Granted, nothing that we make are you inhaling into your lungs, but I gotta tell you, was in the early days when we were just getting started and making a decision on ingredients, we purposely chose to use based vitamin E because of its chemical makeup, and now it's doing bad things. So, and as a small company, we spent nearly 3 times as much on that ingredient.
But that rocks. That really matters on so many levels. Just pushing other companies to do the same too. So highlighting and shouting out Kush Naturel.
Okay, so now we are moving on to our botanical toners. We have 2 options. If you're buying our Q24 kit, which I highly recommend, because this way you are getting the Q24, you get that mask, the make your own mask, mine own, and your little bowl and your spoon, you get, and the mix-in, you get all that, and you're exactly what we're doing here today. Lanita absolutely loves our geranium rose, but she's never tried the lavender chamomile, so we're going to use that today. We're going to use the geranium rose on lovely Jessica here.
That's good, because I have the lavender chamomile, and I took it back to Pennsylvania in June to see family. Yeah. And my grandma, shout out grandma, is in love with it. She says, you got fans in Bedford, like, bring home the toner.
And I want to talk briefly about our toner and what makes it different. So first of all, I encourage you, I dare you to go out and grab your toner, take a look at it. Number 1 ingredient, very first one. Water. I can hear you out there. Water. Yes, bingo, water. Well, we don't use water in anything.
We don't use water in anything.
No. Chamomile hydrosol.
Ooh.
Or geranium or rose hydrosol.
Water is great for washing your body. Right. We want something that's going to heal your body.
Exactly. Second ingredient, witch hazel. Witch hazel, I cannot say enough, is just a wonderful, wonderful herb.
And is it alcohol
free? Pardon me?
Is it alcohol free?
It is denaturated, which means it does not have alcohol. Next, aloe vera, and it's organic aloe vera juice.
And this is the first 3 ingredients too. So this is the aloe vera is not like ingredient 10.
See, and that's the way we formulate. Again, we always start with the natural ingredient first. It is the number 1 ingredient. Our body lotions the #1 ingredient is shea. Then we go on to different oils. Then we finally get around to any little thing to move it out and whatnot, and that is completely, it flips what most lotions do in the market. So.
Yeah. And then extracts, they're really big for us. So we have rosehip extract, which rosehip is again for your skin, your delicate face. You want to use that as often as possible. So we actually have the extract in here, and in the geranium rose, which is going to be our more hydrating, more for mature skin, that's going to have guava and mango extract, whereas the lavender chamomile, which is a little bit more astringent skin that maybe has breakouts, acne, and flare-ups, we use papaya and pineapple. So let's get started.
And before, I want to just tell you guys about rose hips. You guys can actually harvest rose hips yourself. That's the little ball at the end of the rose. You can harvest those yourself, dry them out, grind them up, and actually make your own rose hip. Use it for medicine, as a scrub, all kinds of things. So,
or even steep it in tea. Rose hip tea. Fantastic.
Plants heal, y'all.
Yes.
And
Close your eyes.
with that, while this is a little bit more astringent per se, it is not drying in the least.
Oh my goodness.
It is anti-inflammatory. It is that sort of thing, but you are not going to be dried out. Like a lot of facial things, when they say astringent, that means they're going to dry you out.
Pulls the moisture
and
out, right?
that sort of thing, but we don't believe in doing that. Your skin doesn't get healed by pulling the moisture out, even though sometimes that can make it look like acne has gone away real quick, because then you've actually damaged the skin in that process.
It feels so tight. That's the thing with an astringent. Your
Right.
skin feels like it's
and your
stretched over
skin
your
needs
bones.
to have healthy skin needs to have moisture. Healthy skin is not going to break out as much. So it's intuitive to do something where you are pulling every bit of nutrient out of that skin.
Because then doesn't our skin overproduce? It is to
exactly.
compensate. It says
Exactly.
you've stripped all of my existing moisture. Now I'm going to go into overdrive and make a bunch of extra oils.
Exactly.
Okay, so I followed the toner with our Restore Hyaluronic Acid Serum, which I'm going to let Alana talk about. And now I'm going to, and we're going to have Jessica go, and we're going to do the same with her. I'm going to have Alana talk about the hyaluronic serum while I apply the daytime defense on Lanita's beautiful face.
Well, you guys, this is aromatherapy too, though, real quick. This is aromatherapy, like I am literally therapy.
Oh, let me tell you something. My children's lives have been saved by me taking a moment to spray some of that lavender essential oil. I go, kids, mom's gonna walk into the other room, spray herself down with some lavender, calm herself down, and you're gonna live. and for any of you moms, especially you moms, because I have 3 boys at home, they can take it out of you. But
also for the sandwich generation, the adults that need a moment, a break from their from their children, parents, children. Yeah, but it's
Yeah, definitely. So our hyaluronic acid, this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I adore this stuff. Like, to be honest with you, my facial regimen basically consisted of me doing a day or a night cream prior to this. I had never used hyaluronic. I have seen such a change in my face. So, what is hyaluronic? Hyaluronic is a gel molecule. It is naturally occurring in the body. We are born with it. We are born with a ton of it. When you look at a cute, plump, soft, beautiful baby, that is the hyaluronic acid that you are seeing. As we grow older, it depletes. It doesn't come back. So what we're doing is helping to replace what is naturally depleting in our body as we age. So our hyaluronic, we use it at 2%. That is the highest allowable amount that is recommended for use. Why do we use the highest amount and not just 1%? You still would get good results with it, because again, we go back to reformulate to get the best result for you. We don't formulate thinking first and foremost, how do we save money and make it. We use 2% hyaluronic. The other thing I want to talk about is all of us have seen those commercials for a very, very huge company, and L'Oreal. and they have a hyaluronic acid. And bottom line, theirs, they talk about theirs being the highest. No, they formulate at 1.5%. We formulate at 2%. They also, if you look up their product, they range between 7 and 8 for safety and toxicity using EWG. Ours is level 1. We only use level 1 ingredients in our products. I can't believe it. I think you look even more glowing than you normally do. Go get up there and show the folks, because everybody knows you.
Oh, you know what? I showed it to you.
Yay! Does it feel good?
Oh my goodness! And you know, when I was using it, I wasn't doing the mask first, and I feel like even my hands felt softer just from rinsing. Your hands?
Yeah.
Yes.
The mask is amazing. It really does all those
shine
those botanicals. So I'm using an ingredient that doesn't have a label on it.
Ooh.
Because we're always formulating and coming up with the next greatest thing, and especially with Q24, we have been working on a refined,
Yes, our refined serum, which is basically
yes,
hyaluronic acid on steroids. It's
natural.
yes.
They come from France.
Not synthetic steroids.
Yes.
Natural steroids.
Yes.
But no steroids, whatever. But anyways, the stuff that's really great about this is we put shea in this, right?
It has biolatum, which is something that, so petroleum jelly, it was a wonderful thing that somebody thought of once upon a time because it seals, but it's toxic. It's bad for you.
It was originally sprayed from the bottom of the oil.
It's bad.
And then it was clean. And then here's what happens. You've got to do a 7-time cleanse of petroleum to make it 100% non-carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Now, some companies do that, but we can't guarantee that.
So
we don't
basically,
need petroleum.
no, we
And
don't.
it's
So
not
we
good.
use has a lot of castor oil products, castor oil, and it's got lupine in it. This is the magic thing that's in here. This lupine, it comes from France. And
You're talking about the plant, the flower lupine.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's
the
my favorite.
lupine. So this one, lupine is actually firming, and they say that after about 28 days of using this product, you will start seeing some tightening. I have started using it, and am using it on a regular basis. Under my eyes, I see that area is tighter. It's not so like loose skin. I'm 56 going on 57, and I tell you, my skin feels like it's getting better, even though I'm in the sun all the time and I'm on airplanes probably 4 times a month, which can be very, very damaging.
Is that all? 4 times a month?
Maybe more.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe more.
But you know, what she's
Anyway.
saying right there is so true. Going back, first off, we don't test on animals, we test on ourselves.
And beautiful people.
And we do have certain people that will offer to be our test people. But so we have been testing this as we've been formulating it, and my skin has been getting so great. Even my husband commented like a while back. He was like, "You look really good." And what this stuff has done, it has evened my skin tone. It has softened my face. I have been in love with this stuff. So at any rate, yeah. So no animals, just us. But I a guinea pig for our products.
Mm-hmm. So now on Jessica, I am using the Nighttime Nourish. The difference between the Daytime Defense and the Nighttime Nourish, we talked about the Daytime Defense fighting the free radicals, the environment, and keeping your skin protected. What does that is sea buckthornberry. It has a little orange color to it. And
I love sea buckthorn.
like lots of people, when they get sea buckthorn, they're like, well, I don't want it to be orange. It kind of looks like iodine, and I want it to be, take the color out. Well, when you take the color out, you take out the properties that make it so healing and great for our skin. It is collagen building. So during the day, when it's fighting the free radicals, it's
And
also
it has a
building-
natural SPF.
Yes, it has natural SPF.
Sea
But-
buckthornberry does?
Sea buckthornberry,
Yes.
yeah.
And I bet that's because of the color, because
Yes,
that's
like
what
beta
plant
carotene.
colors actually do is
Exactly.
protect the plant.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the other ones that are really big in the daytime defense as far as fighting the sun and the dangers of the sun are the red raspberries seed and the carrot seed oil. So those all have that beta carotene. They all have that orangish tinge, and those are noted to be as high as 35 to 45 SPF naturally. And then there's the shea butter in it, and then there's hemp oil in it, and there's Abyssinian oil, and then there's metafoam seed oil, which I can't say enough about this oil. It sinks into your skin and it plumps it. So that, what does that mean? It gets rid of wrinkles. What does it mean for your lips? We use it in our vegan lip balm because you want to get those ridges out of your lips. You don't want to look old and shriveled up like a raisin. You want to look nice and vibrant like a beautiful grape, right? So,
like that 20-year-old version.
Yes, exactly.
But you know, going back to the sea buckthorn, and when I was one night watching something and I heard about it and I began kind of obsessing on it, then I began research. Yeah, I totally did. But that's how it ended up in our face cream and in our night cream, and that's kind of how things end up. Gina and I will be around, and we fall passionately in love with some sort of herb, and we're like, wait a minute, what does that herb do? How can that make something great for our line? And we go from there, and so it's just been really wonderful. So this is actually the color, and the actual sea buckthorn berry. Where am I? I can't even see it. Okay, there we go. I'm challenged, man. Oh, there, up. So this is the color that's of our healing balm, and when this actual oil is so bright orange, it's amazing. So that's where our passion is. We love the herbs and the plants.
Right. So that sea berry, the carrot seed oil, the red raspberry, and the hemp oil. So I use the daytime defense on and the lavender chamomile hydrosol or toner, and then I use the nighttime nourish and the rose toner on Jessica. So the powerhouses are those oils I just named plus the hemp, because what we feel, if you could feel Anita's face and turn around and look at the camera, she's glowing, but her face has a matte finish. So if beautiful palette that is healthy, she has put all the nutrients that she needs to absorb into her skin during the day. If she were a makeup wearer, which she is not, she could go and then put on her toner, or or if she was a sunscreen user, which again, if you're eating and putting natural products on your face, you don't need to use toxic sunscreens. If you wanted to though, you could put it on your skin, and again, you're getting the absorbency of all the plants put on there.
So I just wanted to share something, because I used to wear very light foundation, and I could totally keep it moving. And as I said, I had 3 little kids at home and a whole bunch of stuff. So for me, every second in the morning, so using our daytime, being able to move as quick is important. But this is my new update. In the last few weeks, I began to realize, like, I don't even need any more makeup on my face at all. I don't put anything to even out my skin tone. I don't do anything. And for years, I had done that, and I will tell you, that has changed since I began using this Refirm. This is going to be coming right now. You can pick it up. It's not in the consistency we want, so we're selling it for sale. So you can pick up something that absolutely works, but at a discounted price. So do check that out.
Wait, so did we just get a new product launch on episode 1?
Oh my God! Yes, you did. So right now, these are going to be going for $20. Once we get this formulated, nailed
down, and the true labels, because we have labels, you will get a label, but it's on a card. But once we have all the packaging and everything complete, the price goes up. It'll be $30.
Right. So pick it up.
Buy it now.
Be a guinea pig like I've been, because I'm telling you, it has changed my face.
Okay, now Jessica, so we used the Refine on Jessica. She said when I was putting on it feels so smooth, and that's what it does. It's very, it feels wonderful going on your skin. And then we followed that with the Nighttime Nourish. Now Jessica's skin, if I feel it, is a little bit more, it has a little bit more hydration. It's more of a dewy, it's more emollient. So if she were to go to sleep now,
Can I?
we wish, nap time.
Especially all that aromatherapy though.
She would gently, yes, and it does help you even when you sleep. And I have one dear friend and quencher who started using our product begrudgingly because she really liked her regimen. She's my age, and so started using it, and she said one of the things of the very many, she wrote us a book on as far as what do you call those, and when the feedback, her feedback was so great, but she mentioned that when she slept, you know, sometimes she sweats a little when she sleeps, happens to us older women, and she said what happened with her old cream was that it would sweat and literally like sweat off, and she'd feel like
get all over her pillows.
Correct.
And stuff
and that it didn't smell or taste too good. She says now when she does perspire at night or glisten, that she actually feels it rehydrate into her skin.
Her man said it tasted good.
Oh yeah, and I didn't say that, but yes, and
sorry.
Yes,
I can say that because y'all know who she is.
With a kiss that he really enjoyed the taste of Quench Natural, because you know all of our products you could eat because they are plant-based. You don't want to. I don't recommend it.
But here's the deal, like when you think about it, our skin is our biggest organ, and it absorbs within 26 seconds anything it comes in contact with. So it stands to reason that putting food-based type ingredients on you is going to be better, and you're going to have better results.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and you know, going back to nourishing your body, our gut is connected to our brain, and our skin then being the largest organ. We have to take care of and use the plant-based products and eat well and stay hydrated.
And so Naya, I realized you just took your mask off.
Okay.
How do you feel, love?
Good.
And would you like some cream on your face? Okay.
Naya
would you
loves
like
to
to
use 24.
Would you like?
We do it upstairs, and the boys and Naya, the boys actually say, "Mom, can I have some night cream? Can I have some night creams?" Every night.
So what?
I'll tell
do
you
you want
what,
the
my
daytime or the
husband,
nighttime?
since we've been doing this, he's using night creams and stuff like that. He's like, how on earth did I not do this my whole life? He's like,
Nighttime.
what? You were slipping on your white
You want the
and I'm like,
the
okay,
rose
you
or
know,
the
but
lemon?
now you gotta
Now watch out, Eric. Watch out, Eric.
Exactly. But
So you're gonna close your eyes for me,
I was gonna say something.
and then since we're doing daytime, I'm gonna put just a drop of hyaluronic acid serum. It's never too early to start. Although Naya has a ton of hyaluronic acid serum still in her skin. We start losing it the minute we're born, but you can see that she has a lot. It's beautiful to work on such a young and beautiful face. There's no wrinkles. Not that there's any on these ladies, but to be real, you know, our skin does change, right? Yeah.
We keep them around. This is our facial people right here. Come over here and do this.
And we're gonna do some of the daytime defense, and again, never too early to start because environment we need to take care of and defend our skin. It is so important. Somebody had told me at a younger age when I was working for Club Med, living on really thinking that I had to worry about my skin because it was beautiful, but those years of being in the sun, being you know, at the beach with the windswept you know, being in the wind, it caused damage that now I'm able to, you know, work on combating, but the earlier you start, the longer and better your skin will look. So,
You guys are thinking, how can I try this? How can I have a party with my girls and get my face just right? Anyways, yeah, so how can you do that? Go to Quench Natural. Quench Natural, the French version, Naturel,
Down here,
and
guys.
contact us, or Facebook, or any of those things. Contact us. My phone was just ringing. That's probably my husband because I have to pick up my kiddos. We've got a doctor's appointment today. That's how life of a not busy mom entrepreneur works. But do reach out. We can come and bring all
argan nut, black cumin seed, which we use organic on those. And then the rosehip seed oil and palmarosa oil. It's from India. It's a grass, and the oils from it, they say, are better than Botox.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you've looked at, beautiful Indian women and their skin, and especially older women. They're using all these now. They've been using them for centuries, and there's a reason why, because these really work, and they're supposed to be used at certain times during the day, and we've taken all that hard work out. So you have your Q24 daytime defense that you use during the day, fighting the free radicals and the harsh, and you have your nighttime nourish, which you are going to be using to replenish your beautiful skin while you sleep and get all the greatest oils.
Gina just said it too, you guys. The reason that people have been using plants for so long is because they work. It's very simple. Plants heal. Our ancestors have been using plants since the beginning of our ancestors. And when you use plants as well, you naturally experience healing on your skin, inside, your mind, body, and spirit. So, thank you, Quinn. We'll give some Quinch hugs and kisses. I kiss her too. Let's go up here and show the people.
Yes, look at those beautiful.
Let's look at these. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Episode 1. LSN. Episode 1. This is going to be a fun show, you guys. You want to stay tuned. We're going to have more.